Hello pianists, welcome to lesson number 1. Today we're going to just talk through the very basics, go through our B-flat major scale, make sure we have it in both hands for next week to be moving on to harmony and comping styles, which is going to be a lot of what we do when we approach jazz standards as a pianist. So, if this is on the easier side for you, that's okay. You can demonstrate it this week in your recording. If you are currently working on something and you're new to ASHK and I haven't had a chance to see you play yet, please send me stuff you play. I'd be curious to see what level you're at so I can tailor the lessons to your ability. So I've just already taken the liberty of drawing out a B-flat major scale right here. We have our B-flat, our E-flat. Those are your two flats for the scale, starting at the B-flat below middle C. So it's going to sound like... And everything we do in these lessons, unless I state otherwise, I'm going to swing because we'll be doing a lot of jazz piano during these lessons. So instead of it being a straight rhythm, I'm going to swing it like it would be jazz. 1, 2, ready, go. Right? So weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong. All the upbeats are emphasized, right? So the fingering that I want to go with today is going from 1 to 5 on piano. So I'm going to mark my thumb as 1, my first finger as 2, my middle finger as 3, my ring finger as 4, and my pinky as 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how I'm going to label it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to start with 2. Your right hand, your first finger is reaching across to that B flat. So I'm going to put that fingering in. This is A. I'll make it a different color so you can see it more obviously. This is a 2. Then we flip over to the thumb, which is a 1, 2, 3. So 2, 1, 2, 3. Thumb crosses underneath. Right, I'm trying to make it so you can see it on camera. Thumb crosses underneath there to the F. So it brings it back to 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's only one crossing in the middle of it, and that's because the beginning is made easier by that initial crossing. First, so 2, 1, 2, 3, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And that sets us up to be able to repeat in a second octave if we want to. So there is, I'll mark the crossings in green, a crossing between B flat and C, and a crossing between E flat and F. Right? So that is your right hand. Your left hand, very similarly. Let me bring myself back over to black ink. We're going to start on a low B flat. So in bass clef, there's the second line up. So we have a B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and then lastly B flat. Now on the left hand, we're going to start an octave lower. Start on our third finger, which is your middle finger. Bring out the red again. So that's 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. So it almost is the exact same backwards as the first one. So we have 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Right? Throughout this also, I'm not going to be using the piano pedal to make sure that we are holding everything as long as we need to be. So it's 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. So get a hang of those both independently. So on the right hand, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the left hand, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Right? Now, once you have both of those down, It's going to be about taking both hands, starting them in the right place, and running them at the same time. Nice and slow. 2, ready, go. Then pause yourself and make sure that you're on the right finger. So your right hand should be on 4, your left hand should be on 2. That's going to take a little bit of time to get used to if you haven't spent as much time on piano as others. So I'm going to put it at 60 beats per minute here. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. That's just up. So what I'm going to do is go up and come back down, tracing the same pattern backwards. 1, 2, ready, go. I messed up my left hand fingering. Try it again. 1, 2, ready, go. There it is. So that's eighth notes at 60 beats per minute. If you're feeling up to it, you can crank that tempo up into the 80 or 90 area. I'll put it at 100 just to see. So it'd be... And as we do this, remember the offbeat is emphasized. So do, wah, do, wah, do, wah, do, wah. So it's ready, go. So, do, wah, do, wah, do, wah, do, wah. So practice that emphasis. Make sure every other note is accented. If we were looking at the sheet music this way, and we'll go back and turn off the metronome. If we were looking at the sheet music here, that would mean every second note would have a little accent on it. Do, wah, do, wah, do, wah, do, wah. Right? So kind of like that, if these were eighth notes, which they are not. But if I can do this, they will be. So I'm going to create these into eighth notes so we can get the idea. Swing eighth notes if you do not have experience with them yet and you're new to ASHK. Swing eighth notes are written just like normal eighth notes, but they are just felt differently. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like a normal eighth note, they are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I would go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So feel that as you play it. If you got the notes down, make sure you're interpreting the feel. So okay, try not to feel the downbeat as much. So do, wah, 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 do. Right? So what I would like from you this week is with a metronome at 60 beats per minute to play first one hand, then right hand, then left hand, then together on the B flat major scale. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Left hand. And then both up and down. Take your time with it. If you're newer to piano, that's okay. I wanted to start off on the easier side of things. Next week, we're going to talk about functional harmony, or how we voice chords. talk a little bit about how to voice inversions of chords, and hopefully get to a little bit of improvisation in one hand with some chord voicings in the other. If you have any questions, zip me an email. I will talk to you soon.